I think sometimes a passage looked at from the context of the grand sweep actually takes on meanings that it doesn't just by itself. I have found that helpful in the seasons of Advent, Christmas, Epiphany, Lenten, Easter is easy. Pentecost, that ordinary time, is a little bit more difficult until you look at the passages that the lectionary has actually called for. And you may discover that there actually are subterranean themes, not every week, but they're there in the grand sweep of the season. There's at one point at which we get John, the bread of life. There's that hymn, Guide Me, O Thou Great Jehovah. One of the old versions of that, the refrain was something like, feed me till I want no more. Well, in those summers where we get John 6 and the bread of life over and over again, you want to sing that hymn, feed me till I want no more. But if you look at that bread of life as part of a bigger whole that's going on in the season of Pentecost, how is it that God is trying to feed the world not on fast food but on gourmet that gives life? How is it that God is really trying? We talk about food deserts, communities where people can't get where good and healthy food and sometimes locally grown foods are not readily available. And so we wonder why people in the poorest areas gain a lot of weight, because they're eating the stuff that's not good, but that's what's readily available. Well, guess what? There are food deserts all over this world. And there are food deserts where there is plenty and food deserts where there is poverty. How is it that the bread of life is trying to feed folk? Well, look at those passages in light of that grand sweep, that grand work of God. And all of a sudden, the passages that come along the way, not just the John 6 ones, may actually be working on how God is trying to feed us with food that gives life.